Hi guys, in today's session I want to address this particular concern. This concern that you see right here on the screen is what I want to address in today's session. A lot of persons have this concern if they really need the English test, that is IELTS, for them to process the US pathway as registered nurses. So the answer is yes, but don't panic. Don't panic just yet. So it's yes because you will need English test, whether it is IELTS or PET, which is a PTE, or TOEFL, or whatever English test later on in your process. But note that you do not need English test to pass NCLEX. You do not need English test to be able to write NCLEX. And this majorly depend on the board of nursing that you choose. Granted, there are some board of nursing that requires that before you could write NCLEX, before you could get an authorization to test, to write NCLEX through that state board of nursing, you need to have an English test. But then I have always been talking about those board of nursing that do not require you to have English test, whether it is IELTS or the PET test, and does not require you to have the social security number as well, such as the Texas Board of Nursing, New York Board of Nursing, and the likes. So if you actually an international nurse that wants to practice in the US and then you want to start your process, you do not need IELTS if you're using Board of Nursing like Texas Board and New York Board. Now, would you need NCLEX in the long run? The answer is yes. So once you pass NCLEX, will you need English test, that's IELTS, in the long run? The answer is yes. Once you pass NCLEX and then you start your process, you will need to write the English test, which could be IELTS or the PET test, PTE. So why do you need this? You need this to secure a particular document that is needed for your immigration, which is the visa screen. You need your English test to secure a particular document needed for your immigration, which is visa screen. So for you to be able to purchase a visa screen, you will need an English test. You will need either the IELTS or the PET test, right? Now, for those persons that are dreading IELTS, I know that a lot of people have tried these exams over and over. Fear not. You only need the minimum mark or the minimum score in IELTS for the US process. You need overall of 6.5 and 7 in speaking. That is all you need to purchase your visa screen. You could also look at the PTE exams for your visa screen. I learned that is the most easiest English test. So if you're dreading IELTS, why not look at that PTE exams for your visa screen? And if you have any question, you could drop it in the comment section. I would always be here to respond to your concerns. And meanwhile, you could join our classes if you're struggling with reading for your NCLEX exams. Every first of the month, we start a new batch of our NCLEX classes. It is simplified. It is straight to the point. It is every single thing you need to pass NCLEX. Why not join the next session and see for yourself? Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you.